The woman was carrying a heavy load on her shoulder while pregnant. Suddenly, she felt a sharp pain in her abdomen. She collapsed directly to the ground. Just as the pain was about to make her faint, the sound of a baby's cry brought her back to her senses. It turned out she had given birth to a pair of twins. Then she placed her safety locks on each of the two children. Then she passed out again. Fortunately, at that moment, the female CEO happened to pass by. She and her husband took the woman and the two children to the hospital. However, upon arriving at the hospital, the doctor informed them that one of the children had a congenital illness and was unlikely to survive. Upon hearing this, the CEO immediately sent the child to a major hospital for treatment without hesitation. When the woman woke up, she realized she was missing one child. She began asking passers-by if they had seen her child, but wasn't the child right there in her arms? So the passers-by thought the woman was crazy. Fast forward 20 years. The woman had aged and turned gray from searching for her son. She constantly murmured that she had another son. The villagers regarded her as a madwoman because of this. The child the woman raised seemed successful and was a dutiful son. In reality, he was ungrateful. Every time he visited his mother, he brought not gifts, but bricks. Yet his mother always gave him the money she earned from selling vegetables. She was not only worried that her eldest son was struggling in the city, but also hoped he could find out news about his younger brother in the city. However, the man became very angry upon hearing this. Like the villagers, he thought the woman was mad. He believed the woman only had him as a son. Little did he know that every year on her son's birthday, she would go to the place where her son was born. Because she didn't know if her second son was alive or dead, she even built a small grave with bricks for him. Just as she finished her tribute and was about to leave, she was unexpectedly hit by a speeding car. The driver, fearing responsibility, chose to flee. At that moment, the CEO happened to be driving by. Without hesitation, he took the woman to the hospital. Upon arrival, the nurse mistook the CEO for a family member of the woman. So she asked him to pay the surgery fee first. The assistant wanted to explain something, but the CEO stopped him. The CEO then instructed the assistant to pay the fee and notify the woman's family. He also asked to look into the mother's information at the hospital from back then. Meanwhile, the woman's eldest son was proposing to his girlfriend. However, the girlfriend rejected him because he couldn't provide a dowry of 100,000 yuan. At that moment, the man received news of his mother's car accident. He hurriedly took his girlfriend to the hospital. The nurse, confused about who the woman's family was, still asked the man to pay the 100,000 yuan surgery fee first, as it was a matter of life and death. Hearing this, the girlfriend pulled the man aside. She scolded him for not being able to come up with 100,000 for the dowry. So how could he pay for the surgery? Then the girlfriend suggested an idea to the man. This way, he could get rid of his burdensome mother and still have the 100,000 yuan dowry to marry her. The man was excited and urged his girlfriend to continue. Little did he know, the girlfriend said, to give up on his mother's treatment. This way, the money from his mother's funeral could be used as the dowry.